against that. I probably want it to be a little more evergreen than that. I plan on doing a lot with the tournaments. You mentioned net decking on a stream. Wow. I guess I'll have to track down exactly who called this Gravesh's deck. Ban all of them. So is it Garigari's list? Can I just call it, like, G's Skaggs deck? That way there's no chance that I made a mistake. What am I supposed to do? Just pass on 7. Just, like, carry over, carry over. Do this first. Pretty sure I'm just gonna go carry over, pass. Hey, Charity. Good to have you. The only thing that makes me not want to is that it's MOBA. And MOBA seems kind of scary. But I guess we'll go for it. Is this range locked? Don't get a warning for that one. Let's see, Slama said they're changing Vincent. No, I didn't. Siege ladder. I mean, maybe. I don't know how important it is that you get 2 points on your Aretuza Adept.
I've no interest in politics.
Yep, you can still play viewer battles or whatever. It's all cross-platform. Depends what you're trying to do with changes. If you're changing it to keep your player base happy, and Reddit is a very vocal part of your player base, sort of makes sense. I agree from a power level perspective, and it's totally fine, but that's not the reason they're changing it. It's not the reason most things change. 14 leaders have been changed next season? Oh boy.
Tan their black-clad hides at Sodom will tan their black-clad hides again.
Vincent limit design space. No? Not really. It can make things bad. I don't think it limits design space. What synergies are you worried about breaking with Vincent?
If the king demands a head, I'll give him yours.
More mechanics, putting the more Vincent will fuck them. Yeah. That doesn't really limit design space, just makes some things bad. Or at least making some things worse against specifically Nilfgaard. We'll see what the change is. I would be surprised if they Elder Buried Vincent. They might just lower his power a bit. That's reasonable. I do like the tweak of only having it affect certain statuses. I do like that tweak. I think it becomes a better designed card at that point. How do you word that? It sort of depends. You could just, like, list the 3 or 4 relevant statuses that Nilfgaard gives. You could exclude statuses too, if you just want to prevent, like, Veil from being Vincented. I think it might be desirable, though, to just limit to, like, Poison, Spying, Lock. Maybe Bleeding. Why Doomed? You're not really giving things Doomed as Nilfgaard. I would exclude Doomed. Want this in the graveyard. So I have a good Forest Protector. It does make Vincent so much worse. That's sort of the problem. I mean, when Vincent starts seeing play outside of ball decks, you could argue that Vincent's in more decks than they want it to be in. Deals 5.
As you wish, my lady. How can I help?
Oh. Just kill the adepts. Yeah, it depends whether they see Vincent as a tech card or as something that you build around to make good. Right now, Vincent might be too viable as a tech card. And I mean too viable in the sense that, like, that's not their intention with the card.
Aye, aye, soon as I finish my pint.
I feel like I'm supposed to use charges, but I'm not going to. Schirru time. This armor is sort of annoying. Wow, this is a really shitty Gord.
Right-head Sparley.
Who am I to kill?
It's like not even worth clicking. This plays for 8, 9, 10, 11. I can save a charge.
Cut the grip, or I'll cut your dome.
I line Schirru better if I choose Circle from Triss. That's fair. Draw Justice and win. Or Triumbor. I always draw the Anero. Okay, well, that's not good.
Next time it'll be personal.
Never ever whistle in a mine.
Turn you go last night went really well. Went really well. After like a couple of tech difficulties in the first couple rounds, everything ran real smooth.
All missiles shall your armor deflect.
Not even 4.5 hours, just like 4 hours. It was from like 1 to Does he not play AA? Strike without the Sentinels, yeah. Strike doesn't... Schirru is the exact type of card that's supposed to have initiative.
Don't make me laugh.
You just don't make it in order. You do something weird with initiative. That's probably why they didn't get an initiative. Council shouldn't be a nature. Maybe the all god version. It seems unbelievably worse. Why would I want to do that? Not even like worse in a fun way. Initiative's not to avoid surprise value. Initiative has nothing to do with surprise value. Initiative is to prevent people from aligning things the same turn that they're played. It's to make it so that... It's like the opposite of surprise value. It's like, even when you know about something like an Igni, you can't do anything about it, because your opponent lines it up the same turn they play it. It's to prevent things like that. Surprise value is still good, regardless. If you don't know it's coming, you're not going to play around it. It has nothing to do with surprise value. Did I break like Justice somehow? No, I put Marauder.
Coexistence, my ass!
After round 2, everything went well. Ladder Excuse Cup. I'd rather not.
Wake up, dwarves! Humans lust after our lady folk!
How did we initiative when? You nerf anything ST. It's not really about nerfing things. It's just about the design principle of not aligning things the same turn that you play your payoff. It's like one of the worst design ideas from Homecoming, and they've been slowly removing it. Schirru's like the only one remaining, I think. I guess Catervine, technically. But even Catervine's, like, super clunky. And an artifact.
Oh, you've done it now. Right! Come on! Who's fast?
What? Scenarios are really strong. Like, literally the drawback of scenarios is Bomb Heaver gets you. If Bomb Heaver didn't exist, scenarios in their current form are insane. It's the only thing keeping them in check. And it's a pretty big thing keeping them in check. Leads to some pretty silly metagame dynamics. Wouldn't be a problem if leaders stayed as they used to be. I agree. Being able to leader at the same turn you do something else, I think, limits their design space more than they think. I've not picked a name yet. No real candidates either. Still kind of just open to suggestions. I want to Nero Donka. It's probably dumb. Because they wanted to highlight the order mechanic and have flashier turns. Yep, you used to use your leader instead of a card. Your leader was basically a card, but it was revealed the entire game. You started the game with 11 cards, one of them being your leader. Oh, why didn't I, like, ping and rebuke? That would have made way more sense than what I did. I'm, like, resigned to heat-waving that now. Whatever. Possibly need a nerf. I would like to see the entire Bomb Keeper scenario dynamic reworked. CDPRs have said they've been working on it, but they don't have a time scale aside from sometime this year. But like, it's not about nerfing scenarios, it's about, again, just removing the unfun gameplay interaction.
Assisting you prolong your suffering. Your fate is sealed.
Yep, the giant leader rework next month. You'll have to see what changed. Any platform should have released Q2. Look, I'm just glad we got it. Why did this round go so well for us? What happened? Just like played a bunch of bronzes in the bleed. An idea in my head of what would be fun? No, not really. It's really just like remove artifact removal, tone down the power on scenarios so they don't play for double their provision cost and don't need to be held in check by cards that say destroy target artifacts. As far as what exactly they do, it's sort of up to the devs. There's quite literally an infinite number of things they could put on the cards. Skaggs is shit, right? Maybe? Might be fine. Proactive play a Nero Donka? His Crone deals... Oh, his Crone deals 6. I don't know. Do it anyway.
The only good one is a dead one.
Oh, hey! Does he not have the damage crone then? I just go foul tempering? Maybe he's just baiting the tempering. I just Council Schirru end turn. I'm just supposed to tempering the Forest Protector. I don't know. Okay.
No mercy!
Oh, I'm feeling sleepy, grumpy, dopey, and bashful.
I love the idea of Moving artifact, remove a lion. Yeah. I don't know exactly how exploitable it would be right now. Outside of scenarios. I feel like there's a lot of decks to play for enough proactive points. You can't really do unitless nonsense. Maybe I'm wrong.
I sense strong magic.
Black Dragon Force. We should fix that. Wee.
Malevolous melons! You're one dense dunderhead! Used to chop wood, but the pay's better for souls.
Normal Ishkrone Shadow?
Enid and Glenna!
Were the leaders in closed open beta? There are like 3 or 4 for each faction. They were just basically gold cards that you always drew. Sheldon in hand, that's a win. I'm on blue coin though. Isn't that not how that works?
Coexistence, my ass! Yeah, yeah! Right, come on! Who's back?
I mean, last game, like, we just played a 6-point Skaggs. It happens. Nothing you can really do about it.
Target acquired.
The Cantarella breaks at the tournament last night were bad. Yeah. That was rough.
My destiny won't let us talk to strangers.
Deck seems alright. I'm playing really bad and winning anyway. It's usually a good sign for a deck. I don't really play a lot of carryover. You can see what he does when I do this. I think I'm pretty happy trading off Trampor for sort of whatever. I can start all 6. Circle will be too good at 5 if you pick the unit you boost. No.
Empire will be victorious. Hail, Kerzer!
Anything else really viable? No, I don't think so. I think this is sort of the only good SD archetype. Nah. Like, you could definitely get to Pro Ladder with Dwarves, but I don't know how high of a score you could get with it. I just shared 3s. I don't know, what am I sharing this matchup?
Hail, Kerzer!
every passing day.
Wake up, dwarves! Humans lust after our lady folk!
Hey, purple Netflix. I don't really know what's going on. There's like 2 or 3 different discussions going on in chat. If he has Shylard, then I guess we lose. Good thing he doesn't, though. Tournaments are going to be Saturdays. I'm pretty sure that won't change.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
Nah, this is a Chinese deck. I don't know exactly who made it. Chat was saying Garigari, maybe? Oh, god damn it. So, Rebuke and the 1 ping? Your opponent not draw his Sirinova. He has a World Decree in his deck. So I would hope not. Well, at least we have a gigantic Mr. Skaggs.
Humans above, beasts below. Don't know which is worse.
Don't have a tempering. Ugh. Just discard tempering. Early Gord is sort of tempting. 1, 2, 3. Like, could be better. Both just discard card. He discards Treason. Okay. I am not sad about my line. It does not boost when you discard now. Discard Circle. Nah, I'm happy to Force Protector here. Nah, you can't circle on an empty board. You need to have a unit to target. If I lose my Gord here, I'm pretty sad. Not very sad about that. That's fine. This is the deck link. Council for the Gord. I have a Marauder. Seeds at 6. To high roll to win this? Do you? I don't think we're in that bad of a spot. Not having 3 charges is a big problem here, I guess. Not sure how I want to do this. I want to go like ping ping, click Schirru. Try to brick Triss. This is just bad. I should play the Heat Wave. I definitely should play the Heat Wave. Why? Because I made both Triss and Yen live. Whereas I'd rather have him forced to play Yen if he wants to get full value. That way I actually get a Heat Wave. Or actually get a better Skaggs target.
Just great.
So I beat the Yen. Beat the Yen, tie the Tibor. Well, that worked. We get like win rates of those deck lists. We get win rates of those deck lists on coin flips.
Pride is all we've
We could
left.
track players' win rates throughout multiple tournaments. Oh man. So much data. Oh hey, I drew Skaggs. Pog. Yep. Stores the matches, the deck lists, the leader abilities, the coin flip. Who's gonna build that web scraper? I may have already done it. I can show you what I have. I don't have the match result scraper yet, but I've got all the deck lists. Match results shouldn't be much harder. Look, I've got plans. I want to have like a website for the tournament circuit where you can search players' names, see all the deck lists that they've played, their win rates throughout all the tournaments, how many tournaments they've won.
I'll gut you like fishes.
Like a legit weekly tournament series. Do I draw Skaggs every round 1? Can I teach you this talent? It's a bargain that I took with the devil. In exchange, I don't draw my golds in round 3. Source code, and we can talk about the source code if we really want to. I can't imagine being able to make that interesting for the stream.
Wake up, dwarves! Humans lust after our ladyfolk!
I scrape the ranks of the players from actual play, Gwent. Why do the ranks of the players matter? It's its own self-contained thing. You don't need to play ladder to play in tournaments. Reddit will do tournaments for amateurs, people who haven't played enough. Well, I would only have it for my circuit. I wouldn't scrape all the tournament data. That would defeat the prestige of playing in the Trinet tournament. You qualify, it's opens. No qualification needed. Just show up on Saturdays. Doing a hard 64 limit? No. There's like no reason to. It doesn't get to an extra round unless there's 128. Shiggy the repo? I don't have a public repo yet. It's also not completely done. Right now it just yoinks Decklists. I also have a couple of things that I'm not sure... I don't know. Not sure exactly how much of it I can make public. It's gonna be every week, is the idea. I mean, this whole thing won't be ready for at least a couple weeks. But we'll start running the tournaments, the data will begin being collected, and there will hopefully be a website for it within the next month or two. Yep, Lions swept the first tournament. I have a CS degree, but I would say most of what I do is self-taught.
Humans above, beasts below. Don't know which is worse.
I don't want to do this. Hey, created.
Oh yeah, talk data to me Trinet.
Thanks for the 10 months. I don't know what I'm doing here. Welcome back. True, it would be cool here. Requires my full leader too, right? And it might still be getting bigger. Ping, 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 ping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ping, 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 ping. Ping, ping. There's a way to do this that's good. I don't have time to figure out what it is. Okay. Schirru. Buff it to 7. I have to use all my pings still?
Who am I to kill?
Buff, ping, ping. Does this work? Okay. Weird. Tier 4 looked a lot easier. Nothing looked easy. All math is hard. Oh, Gordo.
Beneath the ground rest countless riches and corpses.
What I said about that deal with the devil to draw Skaggs in round 1? I don't know what any of those things are.
Women, children, elders, we spare none.
Wait, yes, they won't let us talk to strangers.
Just play it for my variety game that month.
Feed our foes to the crabs while they still live. I fear nothing.
Aye, aye, soon as I finish my pint.
Show me the points. He's 11. Okay. Do not know why that took so long. Yeah, I don't know what Night City is. I don't know what different paths entail. You seem to think that I have some idea of what Cyberpunk is. Pretty much all that I know is that it's made by CDPR. And people are hyped about it. That's all I need to know. Yeah, exactly. It's sort of how I feel about it too. Here, look, we drew Skaggs again. There's so much hyper thin on ladder. Why is there so much hyper thin on ladder? I thought this disappeared after like week 1.
Clever maneuver. The senses can be fooled easily.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
My blade. I trust you have sharpened it.
I like to play easy decks. I don't think Hyperthin's a particularly easy deck.
Oh, I'm feeling sleepy, grumpy, dopey, and bashful. Feels like a big fate every passing day. As good as dead, that lot.
Okay, he's really holding on to this collar. Guess that means his whole hand is full of removal? What was a 10-point thingy?
war is a dead one.
Take the handbuff. Nice.
Orders ref queen. Rare, rare, rare.
That is more aggressive than I was expecting.
Cut the grid, or I'll cut your gob.
Ah, Schirru there. I guess that's a lion. I was thinking I was just gonna play unitless and then protector this thing.
I'll feed you to the crows.
You self by 3? Good.
Get out, you baldy-faced baby.
This is what, 7?
We'll pay men back for their persecution.
Worse onboard tempo, but I don't think that matters. This doesn't currently matter. Might be forced to play the Skaggs this round, and if I am, I want to have a little bit of carryover. Okay, well, I'm not. Valve for maybe 10. I guess that was a little greedy. Valve Council, see what we get.
No mercy.
Which is guaranteed, right? Still has an assassination left. I'm seeing the heat wave, but that's sort of okay. I'm never gonna have a. I guess I'll have a Dryad with the Precision Strike. Yeah, maybe just getting on the Marauder made a little more sense.
There will be rain or frost, perhaps.
That's okay. If that misses Tibor, that's fine. Yeah, maybe could have gotten one more point holding the Trianpor.
Don't make me laugh.
I'll do what I can.
This is fine.
Whatever you wish, of course.
It's a 5. Card do vitality equal to number of enemy units with statuses. I mean, I've got a ping to remove that shield. That doesn't matter too much. Skaggs that good. Gives you another short round card. You just have to work pretty hard for it. I don't know. I know there have been some pretty good pro letter scores set with the deck. Might just be that it's good in some matchups. Yeah, unless card just Vilga. Yeah, the deck feels sort of high rolly. I don't know.
An interesting choice.
Also feels like it depends on you having good removal value. Yeah, like in matchups like that, our removal doesn't do anything. I don't know, pulling the Sentinel earlier to play around Tavern Brawl definitely could have just been correct.
Keep a stiff neck.
Is there ever an argument to put 2 Sentinels? I think it's really hard to make that argument when you're trying to play Gord. We didn't pick Boar. Yeah, I thought I needed to find one of my good golds there. But it turned out not to be the case. And it would have been totally fine with Boar. I can't keep both of these. I'm on blue. I don't even know if I can play one of them.
We'll pay men back for the persecution.
A taste of wine. Is it?
Placement for boards, smugglers.
It's unbecoming.
Why do I not use animated cards? I don't know. Why do you use animated cards? It might be the same reason.
I accept your challenge.
Stand and fight.
Does work. Sort of expensive, but I think it works. Just squirrel my heat wave. I mean, if I was up last turn with the 10-point gap, imagine I can just simplify another card.
Neath the ground rest countless riches and corpses.
Yeah, I'm just not supposed to simplify cards. Maybe the shear is big enough that I just want to pass on 7. Time is Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably in like 2-ish hours. Last 2 hours of the stream is usually the variety. Yeah, sure. Need 7. 7's sort of hard. That works. But there's no ball in round 3. Okay, well that's pretty good.
Coexistence, my ass.
Hopefully we don't get Shylarded. We do have to be careful about not drawing our Shiri. I believe I need it on 5. Yes, it is incredibly pay to win. I would not recommend anyone play it. It has the most evil monetization scheme I've ever seen in a game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Not even relative to something like Gwent. It's bad by mobile game standards. Ah, fuck me. Whatever. Mulligan the Boar away again. It's like our only engine. Just seems like it's a 7-point card every time we play it. I agree, it probably should just be cut. Also, I mulled it in round 2. It's a little different. I would have kept it in round 3. But in round 2, it can be hard to find a window to get it down.
My loyalty is to Imperial Quant.
But I think every board that I've played has been either 5 or 7 points.
Creaky door.
Schirru's still getting better, right? What's the rush on the Schirru? I have to like use a ping on my Marauder. Yes, and we still have a 20-point Schirru. Next turn, I'm not in any risk of losing it either. If he plays Cupbearer, it gets better. That's sort of a way that I can lose it.
I will not let this become a second Sodom.
Buke the Dame. Get it back in range. We're still fine, guys. What? We still have a Skaggs, we still have a Foul for Circle of Life or Rebuke.
This could hurt.
Maybe we just get it on 4. And probably not 4. I was currently dealing 7. 7 was a convenient number. So that gives him Vincent. Just kill the Dame. Any more statuses even, are there?
There's melons. You're one dense dunderhead.
Roma and dizzy with the lights.
You're lucky to keep your heat. Never ever whistle in a mine.
Simply must pay my estate a visit one day. What do you want?
See, still got a 20-point Schirru. Tons of potential for it to be better there too. Like if he sequences that in any different way, we get like a 25 or 30-point Schirru.
Pride is all we've left.
Oh, let's do Skaggs.
You asked for it. Thanks.
Guy's got beef with me? I don't think so. He's just trying to complete his emote contract. Tortoise tournament. I don't know. I think it has matchups that are really good. It does have matchups that feel unlosable. But it loses to random bullshit. Like, I imagine this is really good against Ethereal. We've done pretty good in our monsters matchup so far. And ours felt really good.
I'm feeling sleepy, grumpy, dopey, and bashful.
But, we've lost, like, twice to Hyperthin. We just lost to Dwarfs. It's been, rough. Like, in matchups where your removal isn't relevant. Your circle of lives don't find value. That kind of stuff. Or in matchups where you just don't win the long round 3. Like, the ball decks are probably pretty good too, just because Schirru ends up being so good on 5s. That's my impression of it, yeah. It's got some really strong matchups, and when it's able to just fight on that axis, it's really good. Oh no, Edge of the World twice. Circle before Prov. No. Totally fine, the circle not being for Prov. Well. Good night, Purple Netflix. Circle not killing this anymore also feels kind of bad.
Right! Come on! Who's fast?
It's the fourth edge of the world. Oh no. Okay. What am I missing? Gord, Heatwave, Tramp board, technically. Only has one stunning blow left. Sort of donate greeting the Dunka. We can just lead Justice Minor and buff up the Dunka.
I stand.
It's probably a little bit better.
Looks like a bit faded in passing day.
Disgusting deck with the Viso, Shani, Priscilla, Dandy package. If it gets a long round, it's pretty disgusting. It doesn't usually get a long round though.
For the feeble of heart. On crate!
Great swords.
Thanks.
I guess I gave him a Herald.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Okay. Oh, okay. So no res on the greatsword, I guess.
Shut up, human!
Full handle!
Just Valve temper it.
Wait, yes, they won't let us
It's
talk
not
to
doing anything else. Just Valve out of hand too.
Not you again.
Sort of want to remove this shield. I also just want to buff up the Cleaver's muscle, I guess, is the heart of it. Just so I can Shiryu 5s. Oh, stunning blow is totally fine. 100% fine. It's the next tournament, next Saturday.
To arms! All of yous!
I once lopped off 3 heads with one blow.
So I get to Shiryu him, and then win the game.
Right-head Sparley!
What do you want?
Just tempering the minor. Best value against the wild boar. It was doomed. Oh, or do you mean on like turn 2? Yeah, I mentioned that after. I think we still had to kill it, because we have to kill it twice. The way that played out was fine for us.
Cut the grid, or I'll cut your gob.
They've been performing. It's been pretty alright.